Hey everyone, I'm Deadhand. We're playing some PixelJunk Monsters Ultimate tonight. We are going to be going to Start Regular. We're going to be going into Toki Island. We beat Easy 1 last time, this time Easy 2 Zen Loop. Zen Loop. And this is a pretty Zen-like board. The first few waves kinda suck. There are some flyers, I think, about 3 waves in. Hold on. Shoot. Bam! Okay. Just like to get that first one, just to get that out of my system. I love cannon towers. Oh yeah, so there are a few flyers, wave, I think 3 and 4, or 3 and 5, something like that. And due to those, I screwed up probably 4 or 5 times. But after that, this is actually a pretty simple map, because they have to go by the first bend, like they're going around right now. I mean, that's the only path. They have to go around that. And then once they get here is when they can kind of weave in and out of the middle. And then I think these guys are going to go around the other side. Yeah. Well, if they don't die. Yeah, they'll go around the other side. And then when they weave back around, they have to go past these like 5 trees that are right next to our beehive. So it's I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's really not that bad to plan. And then once you get later in the match, board level. Sure, level. Once you get later into the level, I'm gonna get access to mortar towers, and then putting those directly in the middle pretty much covers that entire middle section. So, yeah. Oh, why haven't we seen flyers yet? Oh, maybe it was the spiders that got me. It could have been the spiders. Spiders are just as bad to me as flyers because they're so quick. I can't use cannons, you know, that effectively. Like, I can use cannons for Goombas, like these guys. I can use cannons on the golems, like the guys that are about to come up. And I can use cannons on the boss. So far, be it the giant golden tiki guy or the creepy mechanical scarecrow thing. Either way, cannons work really, really good for those. But when you encounter spiders, who are quicker to get through your cannon, so they don't bunch up as much in like a tight cluster, so you can't like shoot one cannon and hit 2 of them. Much like the Goombas, they'll get really close and you can hit like 6 of them at the same time. So you kind of have to use archer towers, or arrow towers, whatever you want to call them, to kill spiders. And we're going to get some more spiders here soon. So like I said, hopefully those cannons will take out a couple or at least hurt them. And then I've got the 2 arrow towers in the middle and then the 2 towers at the end to kind of help clean up what's going on. And these arrow towers do almost nothing to golems. Almost nothing. I'm upgrading at the top, but oh, found some coins. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and plan down here. No? I thought that was my plan. Oh, okay. So yeah, arrow towers do almost nothing, but they are severely hampered, or not hampered, injured, because of the can towers at the beginning. So yeah, I guess I ended up having more faith in my arrow towers when I recorded this than now. Maybe it was the first couple rounds I had. I put a cannon tower down there. Anyway, so yeah, so we got spiders weaving back and forth, or to and fro, and I'm gonna start upgrading these arrow towers. I've got 1 red and a couple, bam, right in that ass, and then a couple. Oh, here we go, boom, Tesla time, baby. Once you get Teslas, game over. Well, roughly, roughly game over. Again, arrow towers taking out some spiders, no problem. No problem. So now we can start putting down Tesla towers as soon as we get some money. We've got the one at the end. I like to backload a lot of my maps. Meaning that I like to put most of my big stuff at the back of the map. So that all the little stuff kind of slowly chips everything down. And then by the time they get to the end, I'm kind of batting cleanup. Which is a baseball reference, so if you don't watch baseball, you probably didn't get it. my brother used to be into baseball a lot. He played for like 10 years. And I guess the guy who bats cleanup goes fourth in the lineup. So supposing the first, second, and third batter in the lineup, you know, when the game first starts, I guess, whenever you go through the lineup, supposing they get on base, then the fourth guy is hopefully going to hit a home run. You usually put your best home run guy fourth in your lineup, so that he can get a grand slam and get 4 points on the board. Now that's about the extent of my knowledge of baseball, because I only watched what my brother was watching, you know, just to kind of hang out with him, and then I got into playing. Oh crap, Super Nintendo game. Is it Ken Griffey Jr.'s, like, Major League Baseball or something? When he was, I think it was when he was brand new, he was on the Marlins? Does that make sense? Someone who actually watches baseball, could you comment down below? Yeah, I think when he started, he was on the Marlins, or at least when he got popular or something. So they had a baseball game on the Super Nintendo just for him, and I played the crap out of it. But that is the only baseball game I think I ever played. Except for, I was terrible because I was younger. It was on the regular NES. Oh man. It wasn't just called baseball. I think there was a game like that. But it was, crap. It had a funny name, I can't remember now. Also, if you know that game, post it down below, because I'm probably going to forget I even talked about it. So we're doing good here. We are on wave 8. We have enough anti-air towers to take care of these giant masses of bad guys, simply because they have such a long range. They can do quite a bit of damage. And then we have, again, batting cleanup back there. We got a red tower. And then we still have our archer towers. So we can chip them down. And then by the end of it, land another, you know, halfway upgraded tower and a couple arrows. So, good work, good work. Picking up some more dinosaur eggs. We got our Tesla towers down, our 2 main ones, at the main crux of the map. The very top half and the very bottom half are both completely sectioned off by those 2 Tesla towers. So that's good. That's good. Now I'm planning here for the next wave. As you can see, when it bounces, there we go. That bounces when it, you know what I'm talking about, when it flip-flops. It shows that balloon enemies are coming up. Look at that. Look how many I can hit in one hit. Boom. Oh yeah, cannon. Oh, cannons just destroy them. That's the same as me, is defense grid with swarmers and an inferno tower. Inferno tower is my favorite tower of all time, and it eats entire groups of bad guys. It eats their faces off, and I love it. Anyway, that wasn't weird at all. So we have a bunch of enemies with balloons on their faces coming up. So we need to go ahead and put a bunch of arrow towers in the beginning, so that I can go ahead and pop their balloons, and they can go ahead and start getting hit by my cannon towers and the first Tesla. If I did not put all those archer towers in the beginning, they would float past the whole first half of the board. Look at that, already down. They would float past the whole first half of the board, and then they would get knocked out of the air by my middle ground archer towers, and then I would only have like my last Tesla to actually take them out, you know. Oh, I got a purple cannon up front, upgraded due to experience, which is awesome. Now once you get to purple towers, you're pretty much set to go. Green, crap. Yellow, less crappy. Red starts to work. Once you get to purple, alright, we're doing some real damage. And then a black tower is like, alright, you covered. Don't worry about it. See, only one guy got to halfway through my map with a single balloon left. So I think my spamming of arrow towers worked out pretty good, and I don't think the balloons have any kind of excuse me. I don't think the balloons have any kind of like HP or anything. It's just one hit per balloon, so I don't have to like waste time upgrading my arrow towers at the front of my maze. Just as long as I have them. I mean, I guess they would attack for a bigger range, and they probably attack faster if they're upgraded. But as for the actual balloon ability or whatever the hell it is, those are, yeah, they get taken right out. So that's good. That's real good. Oh, Tesla. And we're gonna start this. I mean, this is only wave 11, but we're already like pretty much handedly destroying most of these waves. Most of them are down to like 1 or 2 guys by the time they hit the halfway mark. So yeah, now it's time to just start adding stuff for fun. I think I'm gonna upgrade to mortar, and now we can just start pumping out mortar towers. And I think I've only used them for like 1, maybe 2 other maps. But once you get mortar towers, you're pretty much set. Got Teslas, I got mortars. I don't think I'll really need laser towers. So, and also all those flyers in the beginning. It really helps to have all those arrow towers. Again, they're not upgraded, but you know, they'll cause a little mayhem. They'll knock a couple hit points off. You got 2 anti-air towers that are red at the beginning, so that's good. Red arrows in the middle. And then we got a purple anti-air at the back, so should be pretty decent. Yeah, let's go ahead and get on that upgrade a little bit. Maybe we'll put another one. Yeah, just in case. It would be terrible. Like I said, I only failed at the first like 3 or 4 waves, the first like 3 times. So it would suck to get this far and then fail again. So we've got the resources. Let's put it up. Let's start upgrading. Let's make sure we take these guys out so that we don't have to waste another 15 minutes. Because that is the worst part. I think I've mentioned it in a couple of videos. Like per episode, per 20-minute episode, I actually spend like an hour and a half trying to figure the damn map out. So, you know. Also, I was thinking about... It's kind of weird just to throw into the middle of a random tower defense video. But, I want to do... Since the year end happened, you know, I'm a huge fan of like top 10 lists and stuff. I don't know why, it never actually informs any of my decisions. I just like to see what other people think are their top 10s. The only problem is I don't play any new games, almost ever. But I was thinking about maybe starting a yearly video of like a, maybe not a top 10, but like a recap of all the tower defense games I played, and kind of like a mini, you know, 2-minute review or something. How they fit into the genre, like for my Barbarian, which technically, you know, tower defense, it has towers, it has a core, it has waves of bad guys, but there's no pathing, and there is no, well, actual towers. Like you in case you guys haven't watched it, go ahead and check out a video or two. It's you're Brad, the Barbarian, and behind you are your group of friends, and they are, you know, wizards or dwarves or engineers or something, and they are your tower. They are your tower-like option. So wherever you run around is where all your towers are located. They're just directly behind you. So it's technically tower defense, but it definitely isn't like... You wouldn't see PixelJunk Monsters and then see Barbarian and be like, oh, yeah, totally same game, I get it. You know? You would see PixelJunk Monsters and then you would see, what's the other game I played? Kingdom Rush. And you'd be like, oh, I get it, same genre, same kind of roundabout idea. So, I was thinking about maybe doing that. Maybe like a year-end review for tower defense. Actually, I also want to do one for my roguelikes. Because every year I'm going to end up playing lots of different roguelikes. And damn it, I hate losing all my coins. And I would like to kind of give a heads up because a lot of people like roguelikes. Well, so for one, it'd be good for the channel. But also, there are so many roguelikes. That's another thing with roguelikes and tower defense. There are just so many because they're easy. I don't want to say they're easy to make, but they're the way the template has been put forth. Like tower defense, anyone can make a game like this. Obviously, you're gonna have lots of different options. You're gonna have towers that look different. You're gonna have different paths or mazing and stuff. And that's where the real, design comes in. But unless you're completely breaking away from like half the genre and going like full on like Orcs Must Die, you're like, hey, this is a tower defense, but it's also third person shooter. That's when you're combining genres. You're really stepping outside of the box of either one of them, either one of the genres. So that's a big deal. But as for like basic, bad guys come down this path. Here's, 20 spots you can put towers. Here are your 5 towers you can choose. Here's your option for upgrading. You find the synergies. You find what needs to be upgraded first. You find out what towers work best for your style. The way you like to kill the enemies. But it's real quick to put together. Like when I started making games, which didn't last long because I decided, screw that, I'm gonna start an actual game playing website, YouTube channel. So all of my actual making game time kind of went away. But I think you guys understand. So yeah, that was like the first thing I wanted to make. I was like, all right, here are 10 points to a tower defense game. Actually, it might have been like 6 or 8. But these are the ways tower defense games are made. Based off of if you're going to be pathing, or if it's going to be like roadside tower defense, much like this, or if you're going to have like mazing, like most of the defense grid levels, or like a field runners game. Where actually field runners is like 95% amazing. Sometimes you'll just have big open tracts of land, and it's just like, here's where they come in, here's where they leave. Do something. Which is completely opposite to this. Whole different kind of strategy. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. People can make them quick, and just like roguelikes, they're very, very random and like procedurally generated with RNG, random number generator, for like the odds of things. So once you get some sprites, once you decide, what abilities or items the person's gonna get, and come up with the way the levels are gonna look, like the shapes of them and stuff, then your game's pretty much done. And I'm not gonna say that any of that crap is actually easy. Because I'm sure even to make a little crappy game would still take, several months. Or, well, I mean, I guess it could take you a week if you're a top-end game developer. But yeah, anyone new to the business can probably make some form of tower defense or a roguelike in, roughly 6 months to a year, I would think. At least based off of what I know. But I also don't know everything, so I could be completely ignorant of this subject. So, to get back to the point of that whole damn tirade, I want to make a year-end video for roguelikes. Just so people have a heads up of what kind of roguelike looks like, what's it's based off of. Because even some of them are listed as roguelites, which is a roguelike in basic formula, but you kind of eventually upgrade. So you will eventually beat a roguelite just by playing the game. It's more adventure-ish, but with a lot of the, you know, hard crap and random generation that a regular roguelike has. I hope I explained that correctly. And so far, there are only 2 roguelites that I know of, Rogue Legacy and a Wizard's Lizard. Well, now that I'm done with that, yeah, so comment down below if you guys want to see that, or, you know, give me a thumbs up, you know, kind of give me a heads up that you guys would watch a year-end review, kind of, you know, log or something of tower defense and or roguelites, sorry. And we will quickly get back to this board right here. We have our golden tiki god. We have some purple cannon towers. We've got 3 mortar towers and 2 Teslas. Oh, actually, 2 of the mortar towers are black, so yeah, he's effed. So I'll go ahead and hit my spiel before the end of the episode here. Subscribe if you like me, Deadhand. If you like tower defense. If you like roguelikes. Comment down below if you want to name one of the bosses. I don't think I've had any submissions yet. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to see the year-end stuff like I'm talking about. I'm not going to do an actual like review or anything because I don't play many new games, but I think you understand. Or at least you should by now. If you've been paying attention to my channel, you know that I play almost nothing new. Defense Grid 2. That was my only new one, I think, in all of 2014. So yeah, let me know about that, guys. Follow me on the Deadhand. That doesn't make sense. Follow me on the Twitter at DeadhandLP. Next episode, we will do another board in Toki Island. Probably Easy 3 and then move on to Easy 4. And then we will go back and tackle all of the medium maps and slowly unlock everything. So you guys have a wonderful night. I am Deadhand, and peace out, my friends. Peace out.